Hey everyone, this is Pastor Nat, and you're listening to Win the Day. This is your daily 5-minute discipleship to help you stand firm, stand faithful, and stand on God's Word. And to help you do that, today we're going to talk about how to live without fear. Have you ever been intimidated? I know I have more times than I can remember. But what's funny is, many times I shouldn't have been. I actually remember when I was in middle school, I was in band. Now, somehow I misplaced one of my mallets for the timpani. I couldn't find it. I got so worried that my band teacher was going to be mad and yell at me. I avoided him every which way I could. I would duck into the bathroom if he came down the hall. I would bend down to try to clean my shoes if he came near me. Finally, after a couple of weeks, I found that mallet at the bottom of my duffel bag. I returned it to him, and he smiled and he said thanks. I worried for nothing. Well, Paul has an important reminder for us today as we live in a hostile world. Paul writes this: "Don't be intimidated in any way by your enemies. This will be a sign to them that they are going to be destroyed, but that you are going to be saved, even by God Himself." Let's face it, you can't turn on the TV, get on social media, or walk into a church coffee bar where we don't encounter the news of Christian persecution. Sometimes it's mild with censoring. Other times it's being sued by a litigious person. But we also know it can be physical harm and even martyrdom. Persecution is real. It was very real when the church began. But Paul says don't be intimidated. Other versions say alarmed. In other words, don't fear. People are going to hate you. They hated Jesus first. People, they're going to attack you. They're going to come at you for your faith. Tribulation and trials, they are simply part of the Christian life. If you're not facing persecution and trials, something may be off. Now, there are some preachers today who want to tell you that life just gets better. It gets better and better when you get saved. Now, I will agree that we have peace with God, and that is good. He provides for our needs. He has promised to do so. But the gospel writers told us life as a Christian is going to be hard. It's going to be full of rejection and persecution if we live a life worthy of the gospel. But as Paul told us in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, in His justice, He will pay back those who persecute you. You see, we don't need to be intimidated by our enemies. They can sue us, reject us, make fun of us, or even kill us. But God, He will deliver final justice. As Paul said here in Philippians chapter 1, our enemies will come for us. It's proof that they are doomed for destruction or hell. But because we are being persecuted, it's proof of our salvation. So here's my challenge for you today. Don't fear the rejection of family members, friends, or co-workers. Don't be intimidated by the media, the government, or the activists who want to cancel Christianity. It's not gonna happen. We are called to live with confidence in God and boldness with the gospel. God is watching over us. Justice will be delivered. And no matter what, our hope is secure. So don't fear. When we live with confidence in God, friend, we will win the day.